Gitiriba, even your plan in your house of already getting.
Oh, yeah. This is. We will use that plan. We will use.
There's a plan of Gitiriba house.
I swear. Who? Gitiriba, this should be your plan.
Exactly.
Guys, you know Gitiriba had no plan of his house.
Yeah, wow.
I think this should be your house. Yeah. And it doesn't seem.
Yeah.
Aita tugarim sana.
Yeah, aita garim.
Hey. Gitiriba. This is your villa.
Those are boats.
Those are boats.
Keep the boats.
Keep the boats, Gitiriba.
You boats. But the boats in CCTV.
Yes. Wow. Guys, I just received CCTV cameras. They're here. And now the funny thing is we're going to steal this to be Gitiriba's new plan. Yeah. So what do you think? It's a very good idea, right? You know, every day, you can sit here if you want. Sit here, okay. No problem. So every day I've been telling Gitiriba, don't worry, I don't know if it's uncomfortable. Okay, take this. Okay. You know, every day I tell Gitiriba, show me the plan of your house. Gitiriba does not have a plan.
Doesn't have, but he has a very nice plan.
Yeah, Gitiriba. Actually, Gitiriba build like this, Gitiriba.
But it's very nice plan.
Build like that, Gitiriba.
Yeah. Exactly.
Huh?
It both gladdens my heart and fills me with sorrow to see these faces around the table. The faces most dear to me in all the world, yet grown so distant from each other in the years past. My own face is no longer a handsome one, if indeed it ever was. But tonight, I wish you to see me as I am. Not just a king, but your father, your brother, your husband, your grandsire, who may not, it seems, walk for much longer among you. Let us no longer hold ill feelings in our hearts. The crown cannot stand strong if the house of the dragon remains divided. But set aside your grievances. If not for the sake of the crown, and for the sake of this old man, who loves you all so dearly.
There's this word that everybody is afraid of, the word anarchy. I don't know why you're playing safe around that word. Anarchy is a political ideology. And it is the political ideology that the government wants to push us to. is running is akin to what could be described as, and pardon my largesse, a kakistocratic tumbocracy, in the sense that the only way you can qualify for this government is if you're utterly corrupt, if you're utterly inept and uneducated, and if you have a name that has bedeviled this country for long. So sorry to break it to you, fellow comrades in the Catholic University of East Africa and all other school-going children, that you will never be in government because you're educated and you stand for something. Dimwits, all of you. That is what we are fighting. I need us to be alive to this reality, because that informs our now and that will inform our what next. I used to be shy of this question, but Kenya is akin to, I would liken our beloved country to a beautiful woman in a narcissistic and abusive relationship. And asking that woman what next is after she bears her heart out to you and you tell her, "Wa, sauta tu." It is imperative, it is incumbent upon us to, one, figure out how do we take our friend from this situation, because otherwise we run the risk of victim blaming. And a lot of the times the people who are asked what next are the victims. It has never been to the powerful people, because they know exactly what is now, and they know that up to 100 generations they will be sorted off the blood of your bath. And they use your blood to sign political deals. That's all that's needed. Kitambo, it used to be signatures. Nowadays, the more lucrative thing in my analysis is the blood of young men. Not even for rituals or anything, because you guys are not that important. I need to remind you, when you're walking around, don't you dare think that you're a human being. You're nothing in this country as a young person. We despise you and we hate you, and that is why when there are police excesses and we go on the streets, we are told, tone down. Between you and a headless chicken, I see no difference. This is how we push back. It is in the remembrance of the cruelty that this regime has meted upon us. When you remember that corruption is akin to genocide, when someone steals money that was meant for vaccines, when someone steals money that's meant for higher education, when someone steals money that's meant for food, it should anger you, because there are millions who will never get to see the light of day. We push back because of the resolve we have while saying Daima Sisi wa Kenya. We will push back because what next looks like this. We will deal circumfoniously with this government. We will root it out. We will ensure that all these corrupt officials face the law. We will ensure that rogue policemen, and it has gotten to a point where we have to be very radical in our communication, in the sense that abnormal behavior during abnormal times is normal behavior. The state is trying to push young men and women to violence because they cannot reason. That is why the only way the state can deal with you is if they criminalize you, because they know they can manipulate criminal law. We push back by remembering the comrades that we have lost. We will push back because we are Kenyans, and as my sister and comrade Masita Rus would say, Kenya ni home.
You can't even sit in peace, 'cause all of these niggas be on you. I'm just saying I can be, yeah, but that you call and you talk to girls. I'll share my world